right, here we go. This is going to be my last coverage on the Jets. The more I thought about it, it was a floor evaluation for us. And the great thing is the Dolphins won every one of their floor level games. Now, they've struggled, lost the 3 ceiling level games against KC, Philly, and the Bills. But there's 3 ceiling level evaluations to close the season, and that's going to determine everything. And so I'm going to do some Tua film today to back up what I showed in my live last week and my last podcast in a long, 18-minute analytic study to show this guy's going through progressions. This guy is doing some really good stuff. He's under heavy pressure, and the talk he gets is ludicrous. At least for this game, but I think you can extrapolate it out for the most part. Is he perfect? No. Is he the greatest quarterback in the history of quarterbacks? No, but the guy's really good, and he gets a raw deal way too much because people can get easy clicks from that. So if you want to go watch the whole 18 minutes, I really try to do a good job. Some people it's like a college of a course. So I'm going to distill it down to this. Tua had 30% pressure rate with 5.8 blockers, almost 6 blockers on 4 guys all game. He was blitzed 3 times, but still had 30% pressure rate. And then throwing against mostly 7 guys in coverage, he had the 3rd best over completion percentage in the NFL by NFL Next Gen Stats. And as I said in my last podcast, that takes all the situation and says he should complete the ball this much. Tua was 3rd best at 9.8% higher completion percentage, even though he was pressured that much. And when you keep guys into block, there's less guys into routes, and it makes it more difficult. So that is the abridged version. If you want the unabridged version, I go through it in high detail in my last podcast. But now I want to use the film to tie together the abridged and the unabridged information to clearly show you what is clear. Anybody who's telling you something different, that he doesn't go through his reads and he freezes up, it's crazy talk. It's just crazy talk. You know, and I'm not the biggest Tua fan. I didn't want to draft Tua. He had the injury. I was like, that's crazy. I've never seen a guy come back from that before. He came back from it. You know, there's things about his game, hey, I'm not totally crazy about. But I saw this guy was in a terrible framework, and that release, you can go back to 3 years ago, and I was one of the first people anywhere to say, focus on that release. And that release has carried so much of his career. And it rises, it takes his protection, which is pretty poor, and raises it to a very high level. And you'll see in this film how potent it is. Dan Marino is known for the quick release. Everybody talked about it when I was a kid. Look how awesome that is. Well, it's the same thing here. Some people say it's a little quicker. I don't know. So we're going to take a look at the film, and you're going to see pressure coming from every different way. You're going to see the last second he releases the football, but you'll also see quick reads. You'll see his head go this way, this way, and he'll make 2, 3, sometimes 4 reads in split seconds. And it's clear. I'm not going to say every single game because I don't have the footage. I like to do evidence. But you'll see in this game, he was going through many, many reads, and he saved the tail of this offense with that quick release. Savvy. So before I get into the film, guys, I gotta let you know it's this. I love to do this thing, but the algorithm gods need to be fed in order for me to continue to do this. So, guys, I want to give you a shout out for the likes, subscribes, the comments, the views, and all that stuff. Please keep it coming. If you subscribe, hit the notification bell because that keeps Curtis doing his thing. So I want to give you a shout out and a shout out to Ace Per Head. Without the 2 of you, this show ain't going down. Ace Per Head's betting software is the premier white label platform for bookies to manage their players and grow their sportsbook operation. Click the link in the description below to get set up in minutes. Ask for the Curtis promo and get a special introductory discount. All right, without much further ado, here's the film, Tua doing his thing, and it is going to be very clear. So let's take a look at the film and see what we see. All right, let's open up pressure early. Tua just throws it at the last second for a big first down. You can see it right there, but notice this. He checks back inside, then outside, then releases the ball in a split second. That's serious quick release and read. This is the one where Jackson gets beat and Tua gets it up. See, Jackson gets lit up, and he's got a guy barreling down on him. And if he was going to freeze, this would probably be a place where you got a 300-pound guy running at your face that you'd freeze. But Tua delivers, releases the ball quick, and he gets a big play. Again, more pressure, a little side saddle throw. But look how quick that pressure gets in there by Cotton, and he's got a release. Again, pressure everywhere. But look, watch him. He looks left. You can see he's scanning the left side of the field, brings his eyes back to the right. Sees there's nothing there. Then he comes back to the middle, and look how close those two linebackers are, and fits it right through there. And he's got pressure on him on top of it. Watch this. Pressure from both edges. He's looking left, right, back to the middle, and the quick release. Beautiful play. Again, you see Eichenberg's getting driven back. Tua just has to throw it to the side, and this is part of the reason why the underneath game was the way to go. And Jackson's beat right away. You can see pressure instantly. Jackson's just ripped and beaten. And then Tua's got to deal with the guy in front of Cotton. And even Teron gets beat and he gets sacked. Nowhere for him to go on that one. Play action. Now, this is the big play. Look, he keeps his eyes locked on the safety. He holds him to the middle of the field. He knows where he's going. Now, look, he's releasing the ball here before Waddle's even open. Steps up, releases it here, and then hits Waddle there. That is anticipation. And that's also manipulation of the secondary. Look, he sees down the middle of the field, look to Waddle. You see, he gets it here on a play action. His eyes immediately look to the safety. Then a quick look to the left to see Waddle. Then he brings it back around, holds the safety, looks even a little bit to the right, and he comes back and throws the football for the touchdown. Again, instant pressure. Jackson's getting folded up a little bit, but he gets the ball out super quick. As soon as he plants, it's released. I mean, it had to come out that fast. He's got a little pressure. My man Teron, I thought he had a better day, but it was a little bit off. Pressure behind him and puts it out over here. That's the Berrios pass. But you'll see that, yeah, there's a good pass, but if it had been out in front and a little bit lower, it wouldn't have been as risky. Good throw, but not as great as I originally thought. This one is the one where he gets picked. This was a bad throw, bad read. You can see it's inside. If it had been outside, it probably would have been caught. Bad throw. If it was a pick, though, could have turned things around. He's got to control that stuff. So then here's another speed throw. And watch how quick the pressure's getting in there. I like how Lamb is able to, unlike Jackson, to halt the pass, the bull rush there, and he just puts it out on fire. It was a nice little play. That was good play design. Now here, watch the play action. You can see Cotton's getting beat. The tight end can't handle his guy. There's a flow over here from Eichenberg. What do you do with that? There's nothing you can do. A little stunt inside, and the pressure comes out hot, but the ball comes out hotter. Watch this. Watch this. Twist inside. Jones is beat. And look, he's in his face, and look where the ball is thrown. That is good coverage. Just a better throw. And then Waddle just uses the afterburst to make a big play. Now look at this. Watch this. Eichenberg just gets thrown to the side, and it's the quick release that saves a sack. Maybe you want to call pass interference, maybe not. I don't know, whatever. But I know the release really helped. Another quick release. Look, as soon as he hits, the ball's out. And that is a special trait. Boom. That is a special trait. And you can do a lot with that, as you can see. Ask Dan Marino. Now here's more pressure. You could say, oh, you go backside, we missed it, he didn't read. The pressure's right there. He dumps it off quick. But watch, he's got a guy in his face. And watch the release and the head movement. He drops back, he's looking, he comes back, he sees the guy here, and just watch this release of the football. Most guys would have been sacked, but that is a very good throw with accuracy. Hitting him in stride is not easy like that. Tua drops back. You can see right here, he wants to hit that inside post, but that safety's right there. You get your guy lit up like that, so he's got to pull a ball down, but the pressure is immediate on both sides, and then inside, Eichenberg gets beat, and he gets sandwiched up. But he's trying. He looks left, he looks right, he's got a hold, he doesn't want to hurt his guy, and then the sack. So he read on that one, but the pressure was just too much. All right. I mean, how many times do you see the guy go and throw the football? He reads very quick. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady or he's Joel Mont. I'm not saying, but you could see he clearly many times went through multiple reads. He even used his head to lock the safety on the big one to Waddle. He manipulates the secondary. But he's only in his fourth year. Drew Brees didn't start taking offense. I think it was like year 5 or 6. The guy's young. He's only in the second year of his offense. He had the one bad throw outside. But how many times the pressure was in there quicker than, greased lightning, and that quick release got the ball off to either make the catch or just get it out of there so it wasn't a sack. How many sacks would we have if it wasn't for that release? That release is an elite attribute, and it can fuel so many things. His anticipatory throws, you can see his quick reads through that. You can't extrapolate that out, but this guy did a lot, and you can't look at touchdowns and yards and say the guy sucked, because you can go look at Mahomes this season and you see lots of those games. The whole NFL passing game is being depressed. The cycle is turning back to the defenses. The talent is flowed into these defenses to stop this easy pass game. The coaches have figured ways to limit it. It's going more now to the defensive side of the ball. Now, there's certain things that's against the defenders, but you could see when Manning and Brady begged for the rules to be changed, they had 50 touchdowns, and then it slowly started going down. Now you barely see guys with 40. I mean, you'll see a decent amount of yards, but the game is turning this way towards defense. So Tua is doing a great job with what he's got, and you've got to look at the numbers and then dig under the hood and see how did they come about, and then look at the film. That's how you don't take your head and jam it up your keister and make dumb evaluations. Now, you could still screw it up, but at least you show the work. That's what my math teacher would always say. Hey, look, if you got the answer wrong, you show me the work. At least I understand what you're trying to say. And so that's what I try to do here. I do put my head up my own keister on occasion, but I show the work. And so you can say, well, at least he tried. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little tour de force of Tua. I don't really stick on Tua. I'm not a Tua channel. But it had to be talked about. It had to be dialed in, and it had to have the dot the I, cross the T moment. So I hope you enjoyed. Curtis saying, catch you next time. Be well. Get ready for Dallas. Is the big game. Final exam starts. Go Fins. Start building your own online sportsbook today by getting signed up with acebread.com service that'll allow you to book action on sports from all around the world.